So imagine that you've got a friend, your best friend, and he happens to work for a company that you would just love to be working at. So your friend goes up to the hiring manager, goes up to his boss and says, I've got someone I know who's got great qualifications, they've got a great personality, they've got a great work ethic. I'd like you to at least consider them for this open position that we have here at our company. What do you think? What do you think the HR manager or that person's manager is going to say? Well, absolutely, positively, they're going to say, yeah, bring him in or bring her in. I definitely want to meet with this person. Well, that's the kind of help you get when you have a recruiter in your corner. Somebody who's an ally, somebody who has connections, somebody who knows what an employer wants and needs. Well, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how to work with a recruiter in today's job market. And that, my friends, that's up next right here on Over 50 TV. What's up, everybody? My name is Lou Reyes, and welcome to Over 50 TV. In today's episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how to work with a recruiter in today's job market. As I mentioned in the opening, I really think that a recruiter can help you because what they do is they connect you with companies where your skill levels match with the company's needs. A good recruiter will have hundreds of companies in their database, and really it's an ally, and what I consider recruiters to be is almost a partner in your job search. But before we get into that, let me go ahead and ask you to subscribe to Over 50 TV. To do that, you just got to hit that little red button. It's underneath your screen. There's a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest updates and they'll be delivered to your inbox. There's also a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button and that'll let me know that you enjoyed watching our video. So let's get to how to work with a recruiter in today's job market. There are few more valuable allies than recruiters and headhunters in your job search. As an employer who has worked with dozens of recruiters over the years, I can tell you that collaborating with a recruiter is a great way. It's a great way for you to augment your job search. As an employer, as somebody who's worked with recruiters on the hiring side, I can tell you that they've introduced me to employees that I never would have met without their help. They can help you too. More importantly, they can open doors to hundreds of potential jobs. But before I go on, I want you to understand something. As valuable as recruiters are, they're an addition to, they're not a substitute for a comprehensive job hunt. I believe you should always continue to rely on job postings, scan those, continue networking, and also market yourself online. So you may be wondering, how do recruiting firms, or some people call them headhunters, how do they work? Well, most often what they do is they post on websites, on employment job sites, or on job boards, they post openings. And these openings are not offered by them, they're actually offered by the employer. But to get an interview with the employer, it's your job to convince the recruiter that you're a good fit for the position. A recruiter, once they send you on the interview, it's the employer that offers you the job. It's the employer who also pays the recruiting firm's fees. And this applies whether or not the recruiting firm sent you for a part-time job. They may have sent you for a contract position, an hourly wage role, or a full-time salary job. Let me tell you about the types of recruiters. You've probably heard the following terms: headhunters, personnel firms, placement agencies, executive recruiters, staffing consultants. Actually, they all serve a common function. That function is to help employers find the right candidates to interview and to hire. And what these companies do, these organizations do, is they review resumes, they interview the applicants, sometimes they even do background checks, and sometimes they even recommend who should be hired. So let me tell you the key differences between the different types of recruiters. Headhunters and executive recruiters, they work with the more senior or what I would just say expensive talent. Often they work on retainer and they have exclusive listings with the employers that they represent. They get paid. They get paid regardless of how the employer gets introduced to that person, to the person who's interviewing. Now, a recruiting firm and a consultant, this group caters mostly to mid-level employees as well as junior people who earn over a certain salary. A staffing personnel and placement agency, use this type of recruiter when you are looking for a part-time job, or you're looking for an administrative position, or maybe maybe what you're doing is you're looking for a lesser paying job. Before you meet with a recruiter, I want you to remember these 3 facts. Number 1, a recruiter is your agent, you're the product. Number 2, your recruiter usually has access to hundreds of companies. They can fast track your job search. Number 3, they will use their credibility to personally vouch for your ability. That's what they do when they schedule an interview. So definitely having a recruiter is a bonus. It's good, it's great to have somebody working on the sidelines to help you. So whatever you do, respect that recruiter's time and talent and respect their connections. They are working hard for you. I've hired recruiters in my businesses. I've hired recruiters to help me to find the best candidate for open positions at my companies. And I will tell you that every recruiter that I've ever hired has worked very hard, not only for me, but for the person that we're trying to place. So when you meet with a recruiter, what they're going to do is they're going to evaluate your skills and your personality. Then what they're going to do is they're going to line you up with the best match jobs in their system. So be sure that you tell them what your wants are. Let them know what your needs are, what your expectations are in terms of desired salary and benefits and corporate culture. Ask about travel time if that's something that's important to you. So now when you're sitting with an employer, when you're being interviewed and you're asked any of the questions that you've given answers to the recruiter, be consistent with what you told that person, with what you told your recruiter. Nothing will sabotage an interview faster than deviating from what you told your recruiter. After an interview, immediately follow up with the recruiter. Let them know how the interview went, how you felt about the company, and how you felt about the job. Most recruiters, though, they'll also follow up with you. If you don't contact them, they'll call you. Now, one thing I want to caution you on, a recruiter is not your career counselor. Their job is to connect the employer with the employee or a potential employee. What they want to do is match 2 people up. So they're not a career counselor. They're not someone that you're going to want to sit down with and ask what you should do or where your future should be. They will fast track you, they will connect you, and the rest, my friend, the rest is up to you. This is Lou Reyes with Over 50 TV. I hope you enjoyed this video. I ask you again, go ahead, subscribe to our channel by hitting the little red button. It's underneath the screen. There's also a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest updates and they'll be delivered to your inbox. There's a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button because that'll let me know that you enjoyed watching this video. As I always say, have a great day, everybody.